Hello! For this video, we will go through a full fight poem, which is A Poison Tree by William Blake. Blake is an English poet, painter, and printmaker, largely unrecognized during his lifetime. Blake is now considered a seminal figure in the history of the poetry and visual arts of the Romantic Age. Although Blake was considered mad by contemporaries for his strange views, he is admired by the critics later on for his expressiveness and creativity and for the philosophical and mystical feeling in his work. Blake was mainly influenced by the ideals and ambitions of the French and American revolutions. So in this video, uh, we will look first at the important words of this poem. Next, I will recite the poem for you to listen to, and followed by the analysis before I summarize the whole poem. And finally, I will highlight the lesson that we learn from this poem. So here are the list of the important words. First is wrath, fool, deceitful, wiles, veiled, fool, and outstretched. The first word is wrath. Wrath means anger or rage or fury. Look at the picture. It shows anger, right? So the next word is fu. Fu means enemy or your personal enemy, antagonist, an opponent, or adversary. Fu is the opposite of friend. Okay. Next is the word deceitful. Deceitful comes from the word deceit, which comes from the word deceive. Deceive is to lie, which is the fu, right? So deceitful means cunning, devious, or dishonest. The word wiles means trickeries or deception or trap. The word veiled means covered with something or concealed or shrouded in something. And next is fool. Fool means stick or post. Look at the example. At the picture, it is an electric or lamp post. However, in the poem, it has a different meaning. Okay, and the last one is outstretched. Outstretched meaning lying on the ground with hands and legs stretching out. So, are you ready for the poem recitation? So, can you quietly follow as I recite the poem? Okay, so let's recite the poem. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my fool. I told it not, my wrath did grow. And I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears. And I sunned it with smiles, and with soft, deceitful wiles. And it grew both day and night, till it bore an apple bright. And my fool beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine. And into my garden stole, when the night had veiled the pool. In the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. So here are the important things that we need to know in stanza 1. Here are the keyword or phrases. The first one is I was angry with my foe, meaning the introduction to the word wrath means anger. Also, the persona is angry with his friend. I told my wrath did end. So here, the persona talk about his anger with his friend, and the issue ended, probably solved in a peaceful manner. So I was angry with my foe. Here, the persona is now angry with another person, which is his enemy or his rival. I told it not, my wrath did grow. He didn't share about his anger, and thus it became a bigger issue. His anger grew. To sum it up, the persona was angry with two individuals. First is his friend, and second is his foe. The persona explained to his friend that he was angry, so he did not feel angry anymore. But the persona kept his anger a secret from his foe, and his anger became worse. So here are the common questions for stanza 1. What emotion is expressed in stanza 1? Which word means feeling of anger? Who are the people in the persona is angry with? What did the persona do when he was angry with his friend? What did the persona do when he was angry with his foe? Which word has the same meaning as enemy? And what does the word it refer to? And lastly, what happened to the persona when he did not express his anger? Okay, so next is the important things in stanza 2. Here are the keywords or phrase. So, and I watered it in fears. In this stanza, the persona uses imaginary or image taking care of a plant to illustrate his anger and its ever-increasing size. So, and I watered it in fears. So here, the persona watered this plant anger with his fears, night and morning with my tears. So here, he nourished it day and night, every day, indicating time with tears or water. And I sunned it with smile, meaning he sunned it with a fake smiles and with soft deceitful wiles and deceitful tricks. He pretends to be friendly and nice with his foe, but he had an ulterior motive. So you can also say he is also pretending to be nice with his foe for a grand scheme, which will be revealed in the following stanza. Okay, so to sum it up, the persona's anger toward his foe turned into vengeance. So he wants a revenge. He secretly plotted a vengeance toward his foe by suffering quietly and pretending to be okay in front of his foe. So here are the common questions for stanza 2. How did the persona allow his anger to grow? What can you tell about the persona's character? Which word means devious? Which word has the same meaning as dishonest? Which line shows the persona is insincere? How did you think how do you think the persona is able to gain his enemy's trust? And the persona used tricks, which line indicates so? And lastly, what did the persona water his wrath with? Okay, so here are important things in stanza 3. So here are the phrases or keyword. So, and it grow both day and night, meaning, again, imagery is used here. Here, tree or anger keep growing day and night. So, till it bore an apple bright. It finally yielded a fruit, result probably from his anger. And my fool beheld it shine. His fool saw the shiny apple, and he knew that it was mine. So, and he knew that it was the persona's. So, basically, this stanza is highlighting the hard labor of the persona in planning his tricks to get his food. So, to sum it up, the persona's planned for vengeance grow as he had planned. So, his planned was grow. And then his fool began to feel jealous with the persona's apple or the trap, and he wanted it. So his fool was deceived and fell into the persona's trap. So nagwagi yung plano ng persona. Okay? And then here are the common questions for stanza 3. What does it refer to? Why does the persona use the phrase day and night? What did the apple refer to? Which line suggests that the persona's fool noticed the apple? What do you think the tree symbolizes? So, here are the important things in stanza 4. And it to my garden stole, meaning his fool went into his garden to steal fruit when the night had veiled the pool. So, when the darkness has covered the sky, the pool here is referring to the pole star or north star, a brighter star fixed in the sky. In the morning glad I see. So, here in my pool outreach beneath the tree. Here, in the 3 to 4 line, the persona was happy to see his fool dead, lying on the ground beneath the tree the next morning. So, to sum it up, the fool secretly tried to steal or sabotage the persona's apple. Tried. The fool fell into the persona's trap and suffered from it. The persona felt satisfied to see the end of his fool. So here are the common questions for stanza 4. Which line show the sky was dark? What do you think happened to the persona's fool? Which line show that the persona was satisfied with what happened to his enemy? Which line indicates the fool is dead? Why do you think the fool was outstretched beneath the tree? And here we go through the theme and the moral values. So the theme is anger, hatred, deceit, friend versus fool, the power of communication, good versus evil, and the moral values was friendship, tolerance, patience, forgiveness, and honesty or sincerity. So, and lastly, peace and or harmony. So, for overall summary, we have this poem is about anger management. Okay, So it highlights what happened if we do not control our anger. It also raises the question about what is right and what is wrong. So what the lesson we learned from the food. So here we must be cautious from the motives and of the other people. Okay, do not manipulate others, especially innocent people. Have open communication in life. Do not nurture hatred because it is destructive. Anger management is important in life. Okay, so we should make friends with anybody and everybody and make peace, not war. In other words, we should forgive everyone who was wrong us, though they are our enemies.
Before anything else, the apps that I used was PowerPoint presentation where I include my topic, and the second one was Chrome where I get the information and pictures that I need for this video, and CapCut where I edit most of the video, and also Legend where I edit my introduction video. So thank you guys for listening. By the way, I am Meres El Bardaje, BSE318, and hoping that you learned something from this video.